Now that we have our graph complete, let's talk about some information that we are learning from this graph. How many more people liked strawberries than apples? Remember, if we look at our chart, we find how many more on the subtraction side. So we're finding the difference between strawberries and apples. You're right, there were 3 people that liked strawberries, 2 liked apples. 3 minus 2 is 1. Good job. So remembering that when we ask how many more, we're finding the difference between the two or subtracting. How about another question? How many people voted in all? So let's again look at our chart, and if we don't see the words in all, do we? But we see how many in all, and so we know that that means the same thing. So if we say how many in all, we're going to count all, we're going to add, or we're going to count all of the votes on our graph. So we have 3 people that liked strawberries, plus 2 people that liked watermelon, plus 2 people that liked apples. So in all, we have 7 people that voted for our graph. Okay, how many fewer people, or how many less, liked watermelon than strawberries? Again, let's look at our chart. How many less is on our subtraction side? So we're going to subtract those two numbers, find the difference. Strawberries is 3 minus watermelons, 2. 3 minus 2 equals 1. Good job. Okay, now we're ready for our student practice pages. So on our problem set, if we look closely, we have 2 graphs here that find information, that are asking information. They want you to count the squares. If they're colored in, they're chocolate, and if they're not colored in, they're vanilla. Make sure when you're coloring in the squares, filling in your graph, that you have them close together, touching each other. And then we're going to answer the questions. How many more students like chocolate than vanilla? It says how many more are we going to add or subtract? Let's look on our chart. You're right. How many more is on the subtraction side? So you're going to find the difference you're going to subtract. And how many total students were asked their favorite ice cream? Are we going to add or subtract for that one? You're right. If we look back here on our chart, total is on the addition side, the plus side. So we're going to add those 2 numbers together to find the total. How many in all? Okay. The second graph, it talks about tying shoes. They've already filled this graph out for us. So we just need to answer the questions. Question number 3 says, write a number sentence to show how many total students were asked about their shoes. What is our number sentence going to be? We're finding the total. So again, we're doing addition. You're right, our number sentence will be 5 plus 8 plus 7, finding the total. And then number 4 says, write a number sentence to show how many fewer students have Velcro ties than laces. So how many fewer? Oh, that's the same as how many less. So we're going to subtract on that one. So what's our number sentence that goes with that? And then I want you to try and do page number 44 on your own or with the help of a partner. And finally, when you're done with all that, we're going to do our exit ticket. Again, our exit ticket wants you to fill in the graph, line up your squares carefully for giraffe, elephant, and lion. Then you're going to write a number sentence to show the total number of students that were asked, and a number sentence to show how many fewer students like elephants than giraffes. If you don't remember what those words mean, remember to look at our poster to tell whether those words are addition or subtraction.